Now let's do an activity based on last video session. All of you please take a paper and pen. You can write the answer in the paper and later you can copy the questions from the video itself. Are you ready? Now let's get started. First question. This device is made up of rectangular rods made up of bone, ivory, wood or metal. Please write the answer in your paper. Now let's check the answer. This is the answer, Napier's bonds. Second question. It is one of the earliest automatic calculators. One of the earliest automatic calculator. Let's check the answer. Difference engine. Third question. It was a new kind of mechanical computer that could solve complex problems including multiplication and division. Mechanical computer which can solve problems including multiplication and division. What is the answer? Let's check the answer. That is analytical engine. Next question. These computers are best in processing speed and are the most expensive. The answer is supercomputers. And the next question. It was the first commercially available computer. And the answer, UNIVAC. Next is a multiple choice question. You can select any answer from the given options. First one. In early times, people used stones, fingers and bonds for calculations. A, true, B, false. Early times, people used stones, fingers and bonds for calculations. What is the correct answer? A. Second question. Dash was the first calculating device. First calculating device. Option A, difference engine. B, abacus. Option C, Pascaline. Option D, analytical engine. Correct answer, abacus. Third, the word abacus is taken from a Greek word abax, which means option A, round surface. Option B, flat surface. Option C, bumpy surface. Option D, smooth surface. Correct answer, flat surface. Fourth question. Napier's bonds was invented in 1517, 1598, 1617, 1620. Correct answer is option C, 1617. Fifth question. Dash was developed in 1642. It looked like a rectangular box where numbers were shown on the rotating wheels. Option A, Napier's bonds. Option B, abacus. Option C, Pascaline. Option D, analytical engine. What is the correct answer? Correct answer is C, Pascaline. Next one, sixth question. The Pascaline was used to assist in counting and recording the given information in lesser time. Option A true, option B false. Correct answer B, option B false. Next question. The defense engine was designed by option A Charles Babbage, option B Herman Hollerith, option C Blaise Pascal, option D John Markle. What is the correct answer? Correct answer is Charles Babbage. 8th question. The dash was one of the earliest automatic calculators. Automatic calculators. Option A analytical engine, option B difference engine, option C tabulating machine, option D Pascaline. Answer is option B difference engine. Option B difference engine. 9th question. The dash was the first electronic computer that contained several thousand different components. Option A ENIAC, B UNIVAC, C tabulating machine, D difference engine. What is the correct answer? Correct answer is option A ENIAC. 10th question and the last question is the UNIVAC was developed by Dash and J. Markle. Option A Charles Babbage, B Herman Hollerith, C Blaise Pascal, D J. Eckert. What is the answer? UNIVAC was developed by Dash and J. Markle. Correct answer is option D J. Eckert. Now let's start next topic, that is generations of computer. Generation of computer. The history of computers technology is often used to refer to the origin of all the different generations of computers from first to fifth. Each computer generation is characterized by significant technological development in their components, memory, and elements, which essentially change the way these devices work. This development period of electronic computer technology is called computer generations. There are 5 generations of computers, starting from first generation to fifth generation. At present, the computer is playing a significant part in human existence because today's digital computer is being used for every work in each field. If someday an issue occurs in the computer or the server is down, at that point all the work stops. This is how significant it is for technology development. Now let's learn first generation computers from during the period of 1940 to 1958. This first generation of computers based on vacuum tube technology. Vacuum tubes were used for calculations, storage and control, invented in 1904 by John Ambrose Fleming. The vacuum tubes and diode valves were the chief components of the first generation of computers. It is similar to
our electric bulb with filament. First generation computers relied on the lowest level machine language in order to perform operations, that means zeros and ones, and could only solve the single problem at a point of time. The disadvantages of first generation computers are they were very enormous in size and heavy in weight, made up of thousands of vacuum tubes, so its size is very huge. It occupies large rooms. Also, once they were kept in one place, it is very difficult to transfer from one place to another. In addition, they also very expensive to operate with, using a large amount of electricity. The vacuum tubes produce large amount of heat, so an air conditioner was required to the proper functioning, unless a lot of heat can cause a malfunction. So first generation computers were unreliable. We can't depend upon these machines. Very costly, consumed lot of electricity because thousands of vacuum tubes are working, so generated lot of heat. That's why air conditioners needed, slow input output devices, and huge size, so could not be moved from one place to another. Examples for first generation computers are ENIAC. This is ENIAC, picture of ENIAC. You can see it occupies a big room, and UNIVAC. Now let's see second generation of computers from 1959 to 1963. Second generation computers replace the vacuum tubes with a reliable component called transistors. Transistors were far superior to the vacuum tubes by allowing computers to get faster, cheaper, more energy efficient, and possible to reduce the size of computing equipment, and ultimately heat reduced, reliability improved. This is the picture of a transistor. Computers of second generations are characterized by the use of the first high-level programming language, allowing programmers to specify instruction in English-like words. At this time, early versions of COBOL, Common Business Oriented Language, Fortran, Formula Translator, Algol, Snowball were developed. These were the first computers to store their instructions in their memory. During this period, the first computer game named Space War was seen on a PDP-1 computer. Also, the concept of Central Processing Unit, multi-programming operating system, programming language, memory and input and output units were developed in the timeline of second generation computers. The major disadvantages of second generation computers are they were still very costly and difficult to move from one place to another place. They required air conditioners. And advantages are they are reliable and faster than the first generation computers. Generated less heat as compared to the first generation. consumed less electricity as compared to the first generation, very costly, air conditioners needed. The example for second generation computer IBM 1401. Third generation computers. The third generation appeared in the form of integrated circuits during the period 1964 to 1970. This is an integrated circuits. ICs were used in third generation computers. ICs are also known as chips. It is a semiconductor wafer on which thousands or millions of tiny resistors, capacitors and transistors are fabricated. Multi-programming concept was introduced in third generation. Multi-programming is the ability of an operating system to execute more than one program on a single processor machine. Monitors and keyboards were introduced during third generation. So the advantages of third generation computers are they generated less heat compared to the previous generations, first and second generations, lesser maintenance required, and they use large scale integration LSI and consumed lesser electricity. Still, it's very costly, faster, smaller and reliable. Examples for third generation computer IBM 360. Apple I.
Now let's go for a recap. So today we have learned about generations of the computer. Generations means different stages in the development of computer. In the development of computer technology. Then there are 5 generations. First generation in the year 1942 to 1958, vacuum tubes were used in them. Second generation during the period 1959 to 1963, transistors were used in them. And third generation 1964 to 1970, ICs were used in third generation computers. Fourth generation computers consist of during the period 1970 to present generation, and microprocessors were used in them. Fifth generation computers, present computer and future computer, ULSIs with the artificial intelligence used in fifth generation computers. So we have learned up to third generation computers today.
By this, let's wind up the session for today. Thank you and have a nice day.